3. Raz, dwa, dwa, trzy, trzy. Raz, dwa, trzy.
For people who never see me, I'm Vinnie, so I'm in charge of all the... I used to be, for almost 2 years, in charge of the worldwide touring for HARMAN. Then now we swap the region, and because there's a lot of work to do in Europe, I'm now on the European side. So I'm dealing with all the European trouble and all the European distributors. I'm coming from a very long background of touring. I've been on the road for almost 30 years, working for one of the major rental company around the world, doing big acts for ages. Most of the tour we used to get, it was like 200 boxes a day, 200 speakers up, and the tour was like from 1 year to 3 years, the same with the same artist. So that's where I come from. Then starting working with HARMAN because a good friend of me, who's called Paul Bowman, asked me to enjoy the company because he was looking for some people who can train the guys on a new system, on his new technology, and that's why I started working with HARMAN. There you go.
Let me interrupt.
Please.
Nawet jeżeli to wszystko jest zrozumiałe, to ja powtórzę szybciutko najważniejsze fakty. Vinnie pracował przez prawie 30 lat jako specjalista, jeździł w trasy po prostu, zajmował się, był szefem odpowiedzialnym za całe systemy nagłośnienia. Po 30 latach chyba każdy może mieć dosyć. Postanowił się ustatkować troszeczkę, chyba. Dołączył do HARMANa, zaproszony tak naprawdę przez Paula Baumana. Paul Bauman to człowiek, który stoi, tak naprawdę stworzył, wymyślił system VTX, ten większy i ten, który mamy tutaj. Poprosił Vinniego, żeby dołączył do zespołu, co też Vinnie uczynił. Po 2 latach pracy w HARMANie, ale w regionie azjatyckim, postanowił jednak zająć się Europą, bo w Europie jest dużo spraw związanych z touringiem do zrobienia jeszcze. W dalszym ciągu współpracuje jeździ czasami okazjonalnie jeszcze w trasy, bardziej jako szkoleniowiec, prezentujący możliwości systemów nagłośnieniowych JBL-a, teraz zwłaszcza VTX-a. Pewnie opowie, z kim jeździł i zamieniamy się w słuch.
I don't know what you say, but
all good.
We're good.
All good.
Okay. So, a very quick refresh. When I start to enjoy the system with HARMAN, is the design of new technology. I'm sure all you guys see the Vertex system. The Vertex system get update in V4, V5, redesigned software, then they show up with a complete full line, the VTX line. The VTX line is born with the V25 with our new speakers designed by Paul Bowman. With a new technology, new drivers, new everything. New frame, new boxes, new rigging. Then that technology definitely grew up very quickly, and people was requesting something smaller. Like every PA factory got a front line, a downfield, a side PA. So they was obliged to design something quick and something who can be the same level that the V25 but smaller for different use to complete the main system, or to be used on a theater system or clubs or whatever you need. But doesn't mean smaller system doesn't mean less gain or less technology. That's what a big part of JBL, they always design something we can have in a compact modules, more technology than the bigger modules. That's always the way it works. They always grew up on technology. They never say, okay, we got that technology, we're good, and we keep going with this one. No, every new model has got an update of the technology on the software, on the hardware, on a whatever rigging part and everything. So today, for who never see it, I will introduce to you the V20. those babies here, those guys upstairs, was the same system. That's what we got. That system is born with this sub. So the V20 is a 210. Want to see? Sorry, let's go on this. All right. Inside the V20, we got that driver, the D2 driver, the new format, who was born for the V25. Has some of you guys used the V25 or seen the V25 before?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, that's a new technology. This is one of the technology pole design with this new diaphragm, with a double diaphragm inside the driver, with something very new, compressor drivers. So that's the one on this side. That's the one is used on a V25, and that's the one is used on a V20. Same technology, compact, but doesn't mean less gain. If you compare the V25 and the V20, that's exactly what's happening. You see, I'm not doing electroacoustic things today. It's just show you to compare between the big system and the small system to understand that it is a full system. You can use it alone, stand alone, that it can be also used to complete the other one. Okay? Is that clear? Yeah? If some head's going to move, I'm okay. We good? Okay, cool. All right, that's what's happening inside that baby. So we got 3 D2 in the middle. That's those guys here. 3 of them, right? Then we got 4 4-inch, and you got the 210. That's what they call a V20. So same thing like the V25. Has been redesigned, the different drive, the front line, the wave grid. What they try to do, that's like on the V25, what they try to do, they try to use less electronics and more precision of the position of the component. You know I'm pretty sure everybody knows what's happening between the high, the lows, and the mid, and all these kind of things. They're all fighting together. Wave fronts, speed, position, equilibrium between the boxes, line array between boxes to boxes. So we got to respect a lot of factors on that. These boxes have been designed to use definitely less technology and sounds good almost with no preset, like it is. So between the V25 and V20, we got one thing very important, is the total of the vertical degrees is from 0 to 12 degrees. I'm pretty sure you guys use other PA. This give you from 0 to 12.5 degrees with all those elements, 0.5 or 75. It's a very, very short move. But if you are on a precise system, if you're doing like theaters, you got balconies, or you got some, it's very easy. Here, for example, they give me the limit of the seat. They say, okay, the seat will be, we stop like 4 rows on the first balcony, we use only 2 rows on the top balcony. That's what they ask for. We definitely break the system in all 3 different zones, and some angles between, we go from like 2 degrees to 10 degrees back on 1.5, there is no problem. We don't have any problem with the phase, everything is completely under control. And I'll explain to you what's going on there. Yeah, so frequency response from 60 to 20 kilohertz, that's always a 10-inch, that's normal. We got the horizontally 105 degrees, which is pretty interesting. So as I was saying, it can be like a standalone system. 105 degrees is a lot. If you want to use like a main PA, there's no problem, it can be. But it could be a side PA, easily, or a rear PA too. That's, well, the same thing, that's coverage, the new wave. They show you the frequency range from the 10 to the new driver, so yeah, that's nothing new. That's what's happening on the wave grid. That's a new one. has been designed to give a slower attack on the high compared to the mid and the lows. Okay, let's go. If you are interested in more detail on those technology, I can show you after what's happening, or we can have after, because I don't want, maybe people that's not interested in this. So this is a new rigging has been designed to fly that system. So, this system is compatible with the V25. That means you can hang that system under the V25. So it could be a real downfield, it could be your front field, it could be your side, blah, blah, blah. So he's got these separate bumpers, and he got the adapters. V25 is larger and bigger, so is born also to do this. This is a regular rigging. We got the front one, the back one. Everything is flexible, everything is on the move. It's born like this to make sure we don't hurt yourself. So if you hang the system from the top, it's really easy to slide it in because it's not fixed. So if your floor is not straight, if you got like a dolly of 4 or all these kind of things, it's really easy to move, go in, lift it if you want it. You can do with the motor whatever you want. This is the same thing. The most important thing on this system is that, first of all, it's not heavy. And that's a new rigging, the design. Well, that's pretty interesting. It's very easy to change your angles. It's 2 different modes to work with that system. In tension mode or in compression mode. When you say compression mode, that means we need one motor, one hoist to do your frame, and one to do all the back, to lift in the back, or you do manually with some camel on. But you can compress your boxes. That means you organize your angles, every angle is really organized. Just slide your, whatever angles you need to choose. I don't know if you guys can see this. Also, for example, this one. So if I want to go, I push my brake back so it's locked completely. And if I'm going on a compression mode, I'll just go. Sorry. Imagine I got another box at the bottom. I just go there, and when I'm lifting, I got both boxes straight, but the angle is not closed because I just use hooks from the bottom. When I'm lifting, I will close all the system, and the system will be locked, but from the bottom one to the top one. Okay, that's regular compression mode. But you can have a solution like we do here. If you see here is nothing in the back of the system, here we use in tension mode. So here we just, if I'm here, I need to have, it would be great to put 2 boxes, one on top of the other one. I try to find some slide for you anyway. If I'm going there, this one now is get locked between the angles I need, and I can't go nowhere, so that means I organize all my angles ready, 2.5, whatever I need, is all already on the right position. I don't need to change it, I don't need to put any motors in the back. And we can do tension till 24 boxes in tension, which is pretty good on the small places. If you're on the theater, you're on the front stage, and you don't have space to do maybe your camel on a second hoist maybe, or whatever extension bar, is really nice to get both solutions. It's your choice. The thing is that when you're in tension, it's just a bit more complicated to set up your system, because sometimes if you got like 10.5 degrees at the bottom or 12, that means your system's already like this. You got to lift in. It's not an easy thing to do, but it's pretty, when he's in the air, he's already, there's nothing to do after that. Let me see if I find some slide in a second. This one. Like all the system, all the JBL system, you can, if you want, you can hang the subs in the middle of the system. It can be front load or it can be cardio. Is your choice. All the system, all the subs is born cardio. Is a preset inside your amps. Is nothing strange inside the speakers. The speakers box is ready for front load or rear load. Then depending on what you inject inside the amps. while we decide to fly the subs, while we decide to do the rig in everywhere, for example, if I got a place like here, would they tell me, okay, we'll be sold out on the top, sold out in the middle, and on the ground. So what we do, I got like something, if I can see here, I got some 1 meter something of a balcony of the woods. So if you fly a regular line array, we got some boxes, we spend some energy against the wall. I don't really need this. So what can I do in this case? Well, let's separate the system in 3 different parts. Let's do the top, the middle, and the ground. One put in the middle, I put subs. Subs don't have directivity, can be cardio, can be front row, but I'm not spending energy on my boxes against the wall somewhere. I'm using the subs against that balcony. Then on top of the balcony, I got my speakers. So that solution is one with the subs on top, but you can put the subs in the middle, wherever you want. It's your choice. Depend the gig, depend where you are, depend what you do. That's a good example. That's what we used to do in, I don't know if some of you guys been in the Royal Albert Hall in London. It's kind of Italian theaters in England, or they got 6 balconies. And if you fly a regular PA, it's impossible. You never get it. It'd be all too loud in the front, or not enough in the end. So that's what we do. We fly like something like 7, 8 cluster around like this. Because this, exactly, the middle one is a balcony. That's what just said before. So we got the top who's dealing there, the middle with the sub was dealing with the wood against the balcony, and the bottom one was dealing the zone. That's another example where you can fly the S25, the subs for the V20 and the V20. It's all, like I say, it's flexible. It can be stacked, you can do what you want. Some accessories, be interesting. This is the laser pointer we see on the software, because after I'm going to show you the software we use to calculate the system. So this is a laser we use to focusing on the LC when you do your tuning, and we try to understand where you want to focus in your boxes. Those lasers are exactly the position of where you get on your design. So that's just to helping you when you know exactly maybe the 3rd box or the 5th box need to point in this place or need to point that place. Your laser should point exactly when you got on your design. Yeah, well, I'll show you this.